wait, Jimmy, what?
It's all good, man.
Better Call Saul is a masterpiece. Pasta. I don't know why I made that joke. But I don't think saying it's a masterpiece is an overstatement. Writing off the success of Breaking Bad, one of the biggest shows ever, and I mean ever, Breaking Bad has been constantly rated as one of the top shows to ever grace our screens. Following a high school chemistry teacher turned drug lord kingpin, Breaking Bad was amazing. But a spin-off about the funny lawyer man? A spin-off about the dude whose actual name is a pun. How in the world could this be good? Well, to everyone's surprise, or at least a lot of people, I know most of the people I talked to didn't expect this. This show is good. How is the show about a dude whose name is a pun good? I don't know, but it is. And like I said earlier, it's a masterpiece. Now yeah, this is coming from the dude who likes Age of Ultron and Legend of Korra, but when I say this show is a masterpiece, I really mean it. Better Call Saul is a masterpiece. And if there is, in my opinion, one scene that showcases why this show is so great, and why this show will always be one of my favorites and most respected, and why it's so loved, I think it would be this one. The final scene of the show, Saul Gone. The scene where Jimmy and Kim see each other one last time before Kim leaves, and the uncertainty of the future kicks in. Well, I mean, okay, there's actually a lot of scenes that I consider like the best scene in the show, but like, this is one of the most important ones in my opinion. Of course, the whole episode chicanery would be, amazing. I mean, almost every episode on here is like, just watch the show already. This scene is great for 3 reasons. 1, it showcases Saul becoming Jimmy again. 2, it is a great callback and payoff to earlier parts of the show. And 3, it's a near perfect ending to the show. A running part of the show was how Saul never really got past being Slippin' Jimmy. And no, I'm not talking about that god-awful animated kids show. What I mean is that Saul would always go back to scams and lies to make easy money and to get himself out of trouble. Even after he is a wanted criminal by the entire US government, he still can't help himself commit crimes because he just can't help himself. Like Chuck said,
"You're Slippin' Jimmy. And Slippin' Jimmy I can handle just fine, but Slippin' Jimmy with a law degree is like a chimp with a machine gun."
Saul always did what he felt was easiest. Whatever got him the most money, even if that meant hurting or later killing anyone. He pushed away his friends and family, all for his own selfish desire. But in this scene, we see Jimmy take responsibility. He could have had it easy. He could have walked away with what basically amounted to a slap on the wrist. But instead he took responsibility for his actions and got rid of being Slippin' Jimmy. He once more was Jimmy McGill. Secondly, this scene is just a cool callback to earlier in the show where Kim, his wife at the time, used finger guns to symbolize how she plans to hurt Howard. And, well, we all know how that turned out. On top of that, those finger guns Kim uses were a callback to even earlier in the show where Jimmy became Saul Goodman and used the finger guns to symbolize his serious new change. And so now, Saul uses the finger guns one last time, but now to show he is okay with how everything ended up. Or at least, he is okay with himself. He points them at Kim, showing her this, and subtly, Kim does them too back. At least halfway. Maybe because she doesn't want to do them in a prison because, that's probably a bad idea. Or maybe it's to represent how she isn't content. Kim doesn't get a happy ending. She is uncertain about how her future will play out, and I feel the halfway finger guns showcase this. She doesn't know what to do, and she doesn't know if she could do the finger guns either. So she does them halfway. And lastly, it's a good ending to the show. Seeing Jimmy behind bars, while maybe not how he wanted to see him end, is a fair consequence. He did horrible things and this is his punishment. Breaking Bad did the same thing. Walter White didn't get to live out the rest of his days in peace, but instead he dies, bleeding out with the things he loves. And the ending here is similar. It's not a happy ending for our protagonists, but instead one they deserve. Walter deserved to die, and Saul deserved to be locked up. Or maybe I'm looking too deep into the Funny Lawyer Man show. I don't know, it's a Funny Lawyer Man show. Chicanery, watch that episode, it's good. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a nice day. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and bye!